Hello everyone, welcome back to another new video. You probably all know that the puzzles section of chess.com has many options, but not many know that by clicking this tiny button on the bottom of the page, you can get the entire list of puzzles in the database, spanning over 9,000 pages. You can also sort the puzzles by their average attempt time, and guess what the longest one is? Over 3 billion microseconds. So what is so hard about this puzzle? Let's see. White has just played d5, forking the knights. If the one on e6 moves, white has queen g7 mate. The pawn is also supported by the bishop and rook, and you will never be able to remove the enemy pawn on f6. Everything is going downhill, and knight e7 and f5, which obviously puts up no resistance, seems like the only way to not lose instantly. But this is a puzzle, so there must be a way. And spoiler alert, it isn't extremely long. The solution begins with queen to b8, leaving the knight on e6 hanging and starting a counterattack. After e takes d6, rook to b1, check king d2, the queen also joins the attack through the only square b2. Now, if king e1, black can trade rooks and let the other rook join the attack. Afterwards, it will be a quick mate in 4 moves. The same can be said if the king stays in the line of fire with king d3, and you can work out the details in this variation on your own, as there are many ways to checkmate. The best is king to e3, and after queen takes c3, check rook d3. This is how far I made when I first tried this puzzle. There are now 3 different checks, each with different results. Rook e1 is met by not a trade, but rather king to f2. And white will win the rook if black continue to give checks, an easy win. Queen takes c5 is the move I tried, which leads to a perpetual after bishop e4 queen c5, a result I think most would be happy about. But that is nothing compared to the winning move, queen c5 check. Moving the king to the powerful square allows rook b2 and it will again soon be mate, so king to f4 is forced. After queen takes c5 check king takes g4, we have 2 checks again, and the closest way allows king h4, and black has no choice but to take a perpetual. Taking another enemy pawn with check is much better, because king g3 allow us to reach the position after queen f5, but with the e6 pawn missing. This lets the second rook join the attack with another quick checkmate, since the king has no defenders. White must play king to h4. Allowing queen c4 check. If king to f4 instead, queen f5 would transpose after king to g3, queen takes rook. It seems that we are heading towards mate, but now the enemy bishop jumps in with bishop f3. Queen d6, king h3 doesn't lead anywhere, so it is time for the brilliant queen sacrifice to come. After king takes queen, comes knight d4 check. Because king to the second rank allows rook e2 and rook b3 check when it will quickly be mate, king g4 allows rook e4 and it is mate towards the opposite direction, and finally king g3 loses the queen, so king to f4 is forced. This allows black to defend g7 with check, and at last the free rook on h1 can be taken, with a winning position as black's king side is rock solid due to the knight on e6. I might have gotten it correct if I found queen c5, which brings me to the fact that rook b3 on the first move leads to a draw as well. Most probably calculated for 30 minutes and found this draw, which is why they got it wrong. So to everyone watching, I wish you the best luck at encountering this puzzle in the future. Like and subscribe for more puzzles like this, and I will see you all in another video. Goodbye.